Hello, good evening. It's your girl, Claudia Jordan. We are back with another episode of TGIF. Now we're here to spill the tea, break down some of the biggest headlines in the news, and of course, all over social media. So sit back, relax, get you something to drink, and get ready for this hot tea. Oh, of course, please welcome my amazing co-host, Al Reynolds, and
Hey, what's going
Funky
on, Claudia?
Dineva. What's up, fellas?
What's going on, everybody? Happy Tuesday.
So once again, we didn't coordinate, but we're all on a cool palette, like shades of blues and grays. We're all giving cool.
All right.
What does this mean? It means we got some kind of type of synergy. We're connected somehow in the universe because we've been doing this, this little coordination thing without consult one another.
That's right. They say blue. I know blue is a color you're supposed to wear to job interviews. It's like a color you want to wear when you want people to trust you and to show that you're reliable. So, yeah. That's all I got on that. Y'all drinking today? What y'all doing?
I'm drinking today, so watch out.
I'm drinking cranberry juice. I went out for lobster after we got off yesterday, and then went to the bar. This is the last week the bar gonna be open, so everybody's trying to get it in, and I overdid it last night. So yeah, I'm dosing up on cranberry juice.
Well, I'm here in Rhode Island, where I am from. I'm here for the 9th annual Jeffrey Osborne Celebrity Golf Classic. And last night was a welcoming reception. Johnny Gill sang, Jeffrey Osborne sang, Smokey Robinson sang. It was really, really amazing. Smokey Robinson and Roland Martin was there as well. He's getting all the footage. Let me tell you about Smokey Robinson's grip around my waist. Production, can you go back to the picture of me and him together? Let me tell you, I know he was something. He was nothing nice back in the day because at his age, he performing great. He got second place in the golf tournament. He is a fantastic performer, and he got a very strong grip. That's all I got to say. He had a very, very strong grip, and he's such a nice guy and a legend. Like, I never thought I'd be playing golf with someone like a Smokey Robinson. So I just want to shout out Jeffrey Osborne. He's raised $1.4 million for the state of Rhode Island, for the Boys and Girls Club, and he continues to give back. Magic Johnson always donates, and lots of great celebs. So next year will be year 10. I'm going to see about getting the TGIF crew to participate in the 10th annual event. I'd love for y'all to come to my hometown, me show y'all around.
Girl, we don't want no worms from them old ass men. Smokey Robinson can't do nothing for me, baby.
Can you not come to get sex from R&B legends? Can you come to be part of an amazing experience?
Oh,
that part.
That's what you wanted us to do.
Yes. Oh my, not worms. Okay, y'all, let's get into some topics. Now, rapper Boosie reacted to health professionals being urged to call the vagina a bonus hole to avoid offending transgender patients. Boosie tweeted, "They going to bleep and far," shaking my head. Now, I'm not sure if this was I heard multiple reports that it's people trolling us. It's not really, it's someone just making this recommendation. It's not really a thing yet. But I wouldn't be surprised in this day and age. Are you in favor of this, or do you agree with Boosie that this has gone too far? Al, what's the tea on the story?
I mean, listen, first of all, we thank goodness it's starting in the UK, but the health professionals in the UK are asking for the professionals that deal with transgender and cisgender women to call it a bonus hole. That sounds ridiculous. First of all, if you're trans or a cisgender woman, why would you want anything on your body to be called a bonus hole? So, I mean, if transgender people can be offended by the word vagina, then cisgender women can be offended by calling her vagina a bonus hole. That's all I got on this. This is crazy.
And we are. Fuck anyone who thinks that this is ever going to be a thing. This is such an insult. So what I was born with should be called a bonus hole. First of all, to call it a hole is absolutely ridiculous. Imagine someone calling a part of your body just a hole or just a thing like that. Like I was hoping that this was not a real story. I was hoping this was like one of those social media things that got legs. But in the effort to not to say, I don't even know if transgender people are even asking for this. I feel like this is another case of transgender folks not even asking for this, and this being a thing that just riles people up and gets people pissed off, and it actually can cause, to me, some more transphobic behavior. Q, what do you think about this?
This is not coming from the LGBTQ community. It's not. Nobody is asking for this. Bonus hole sounds so horrible to cisgender women, to gay boys, to trans people. The article says they consulted with one little nonprofit agency or whatever the case may be who made this recommendation. It's stupid. They are trolling, and I'm mad because you've already got cisgender women on edge. It's causing so much anxiety and upset and division between the LGBT community and the heteros. And I'm here to tell y'all, please don't be mad with us over this. We are not asking for this. All right. These are anti-LGBT forces putting this shit out in the media. No one wants to call your vagina a bonus hole. Quiet as it's kept, the trans people want a damn vagina. All right. So they don't want a bonus hole. Don't be mad with us. We are not asking for this.
Now, Claudia, trans women are asking that health professionals not call it a vagina, though. Like, they don't feel comfortable doing examinations. Well, I'm only what I read that, you know, the word vagina throws them off. So I don't know where that.
Well, they shouldn't use vagina with them. They don't have one, so it's still a non-issue.
Here's my thing. I mean, you're saying that some transgender women are getting bothered by the word. That is fine. You don't have to call yours that. You can call it whatever you want. But mine is a vagina. It's going to continue to be called a vagina. It's never going to stop. I'm never going to succumb to these goofy terms like birthing person. And that is not being transphobic. I feel like every time I speak on this and I give an opinion as a cisgender or natural born woman or whatever the term is this week, people want to take and run with that. I get tweets sometimes. Oh, here she goes with this homophobia. How am I homophobic? I am a woman, right? And I can be pro-woman, and that does not mean I'm anti-trans. You could be one without being the other. And I think that's a dangerous assumption to make, because at the end of the day, I'm feeling like I hear what my fellow natural born or cisgender women, however you want to say it, and I hear the frustration where they don't want to offend or hurt anyone's feelings, but they also feel like they're being silenced in the process, where if they say anything or any kind of pushback, oh, you're being homophobic, or I'm sorry, transphobic. And it's not the case. If you remember, historically, Black women have been the most supportive of the trans community, the most supportive. So to go ahead and tell us, but now don't say shit. And like Funky said, I definitely think this is coming from a third party meant to rile people up and get people mad at each other. We have a bunch of comments. Lauren Olivia says, FOXSOUL, this is not a real story and this is dangerous. And IB Dashid said, stop calling me cis in Andrew Caldwell voice.
Can I ask a question? So, I mean, this is how I really feel. So, trying to digest or understand all these different terminologies and these different names, do you feel, Claudia, in a way that we're subverting cisgender women?
I know a lot of us feel like we're being told to shut the fuck up and take it. And again, I don't even believe a lot of this is coming from the majority of the trans community, you know? And it does feel like when I see these stories about, you know, the technology that they want to develop so a trans woman can carry a baby, and I've seen some awful comments online. Listen, we got to get back to like, you should definitely live in the way that makes you feel comfortable and the way you feel like you should. And it shouldn't impede on the next person and vice versa. I think that's a very basic way to treat everyday people. And I think that will solve 80% of the world's problems. 80% of the world, maybe more, if we just worry about ourselves. I could be what I am, but I don't mean you and I have to change your definition or change how you call your parts. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. And I'm sorry if it hurt your feelings. I come from the 70s, okay? Well, we did not give out participation trophies. And we actually had tougher skin. I think we're getting to a place where you can't object to anything without without the fear of, you know, offending people. But the people asking for this, I don't even think they're even asking for this. This is some third party weirdos trying to stir the pot and make us all mad at each other. That's what I think.
Okay.
That's what I think.
Okay.
DP Johnson said, thank you, Claudia. Being a natural woman is not against anyone who is not. 1000%.
Being pro-natural woman.
Oh, I'm sorry. I cut off, so I didn't have the whole thing. Being a pro-natural woman is not against anyone who is not. It's not. All right, y'all. I'm sure that won't be the last of it, because it seems like these stories are being thrown. You know, they're trending all the time. And, you know, as long as the story is trending, like I said, we follow what y'all follow. We're not pushing an agenda. What you make trend is what we report on. All right, y'all. Authorities have released the body cam footage of Joseline Hernandez recent arrest after being in an altercation with Big Lex. Take a look at this clip obtained by TMZ.
I don't want no white man.
No one's gonna touch you.
Shut up, bitch. Oh, you shut up, bitch.
Why?
You should come on. Hey. Now you go. I got it. Give me your.
What do you think is going on with I can't call her a Puerto Rican princess. I'm going to call her a Puerto Rican piece of trash with the way she's behaving. And I don't care if she gets mad because we'll never be at the same event. Al, what do you think?
I mean, it's clearly to me that Joseline is unhinged, and this is very hard because she gets paid, she feeds her family, everything that she has comes from her being unhinged. The question here is when and how do you separate the two? Because and how do you manage it, right? How do you manage it? Because it looks to me like that's not her regular state of mind. I've seen Joseline around in Miami. She seems to be very nice, very open. I've seen her with her daughter. She seems like a great mother. But when you see her in these instances, it forces me to rethink about her and her character. And the thing that worries me the most about this, and I've said this the last time, was you have a daughter. Come on, babe. You cannot be seen out here in these circumstances when you're fighting for the custody of your child. This gives Stevie J the perfect opportunity to say, look, hey, courts, I told you so. Look, in the last month, she's been in the paper, and she's also been in more jails than probably spending time with her daughter.
All right. Terry B said she has anger management issues, counseling. Q, what do you think about this?
Ain't nothing wrong with that hoe. Ain't nothing wrong with her. She just ain't been hit hard enough. That's all. Like my mama say, she just ain't been hit hard enough. Ain't a damn thing wrong with her. And it sucks because like Iyanla Van Zant said to Evelyn Lozada on Basketball Wives many years ago, you are a bully amongst women who is positively rewarded for negative behavior. You know what I'm saying? Right. She's positively rewarded for negative behavior. And I'm not going to put all of this on the Zeus network because you can't make a network can't make a person act this way. But this is a byproduct of all of that. You know what I'm saying? Her whole show is about fighting. That whole network is about fighting as far as I'm concerned. The situation between her and the girl, all that shit's backstage. Zeus got his hand all in it. And she's going to keep doing it because she keeps getting paid to do it. But like I said, ain't nothing wrong with her. She just ain't been hit hard enough. That's all.
And we can't even just blame Zeus because she's been like this from VH1. And from what I hear, she's been like this. She had plenty of mugshots before she even got on VH1. The problem is our society is so fucking ratchet right now. And the people that make the most noise and consuming all this stuff are young people. That is their entertainment. Like we used to want to strive, people born in the 1900s, right? We used to strive to be, good or, it'd be embarrassing. This would be embarrassing. This isn't embarrassing to the audience now. In Gladiator, with the audience would love it. They would eat it up when people would kill each other and lions they love that. And the people, they gonna keep on giving people what they think that's gonna rile them up. So as long as we keep positively rewarding trash behavior, racing to the bottom, being as skanky as you can be, as violent as you can be, and there's no financial punishment from it, why would someone that has nothing else to offer go in a different direction? Why would she clean up her act? It serves her no good. She has the most money she's ever made now acting like this. Mm-hmm. So it's the consumer. Y'all keep complaining about it, and someone said, Claudia, what do they say? Ain't you gonna be hosting a Zeus? Oh, wait, sorry. Oops, don't say that. Don't speak too soon, Claudia. Ain't you host a Zeus reunion? Yeah, but I would never host one of Joseline's shows. I would never be on a set with her because I don't agree with that. And I would feel like she would probably punch me in the face for as much as I've had to speak on her. So no.
And I like what RP said. Throw her under the jail, and I agree. Ain't nothing wrong with her. I'm sick of her at this point. She behaves this way because it makes her money. Stop rewarding toxic behavior.
And the sad thing is with Joseline, listen, as much as I cannot stand her personality, her violence, she is funny and actually a beautiful girl. I wish she would use her powers for good because she's actually funny, but she's annoying with this violence. All right, y'all. It looks like Elon Musk is trying to put together a pink sword fight with the pink meats. Elon Musk proposed a penis measuring contest between him and Mark Zuckerberg. In a series of tweets, Elon wrote, "Zuck is a cuck. I propose a literal dick measuring contest." The thought of Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg whipping out their pink dicks and measuring and seeing who has 0.1 inches longer than the other is not appealing to me. Who do you think would win this contest, Funky?
Mark.
Because he's quiet.
I think y'all be sleeping on the white boys. I'll be watching that white boy. And them little nerdy looking white boys like Mark, they be working with something. Elon definitely got it by eating sausage down there. But you know what? This is so juvenile. It's so juvenile. And you know, before I was preparing to make my comments, I was just thinking to myself, what if the joke is on us and that both of them are in on it together? They're in cahoots. Just what if?
Well, I know Elon is really pissed because Mark Zuckerberg's platform Threads, which is trying to take Twitter out the box, they are already over 100 million users, and I have an account over in Threads. So follow me on Threads because I'm sick of Elon and how right-leaning Twitter has become. Al, what do you think about this dick measuring contest? Are you here for it?
It sounds gross. It sounds gross. I wouldn't want to see either of them naked. I mean, I just don't understand how the wealthiest man, two of the wealthiest people, or the wealthiest man could be so inappropriate, so insulting, so offensive, and just so like everything about him is undesirable. Think about it to me. Like Elon, you may have a lot of money, but you're misogynistic from your tweets, especially against Senator Elizabeth Warren. You're sexist, you're racist. You're also like very volatile, and you're cruel. You're a cruel dude to your employees and also to your family, because you actually have an actual seed of yours that wants to have nothing to do with you, that's trans, and wants to change their name. That's how undesirable you are to that person. And now with all these antics, and how dare you call him a cuck? Isn't that like a cuckold, Q? Isn't that like...
Bitch, why you gonna ask me? Shit, no.
Well,
isn't that a cuckold? Isn't that a cuckold? Claudia, Q, somebody, soulmates, help me out here. Isn't that
yes,
like when you like supposed to have, like you degrade yourself to letting other men like pound your wife in front of you? That's disgusting for him to say. Like, Elon, you need to take a break off of social media, because right now you've hit rock bottom.
Mr. D-Boy Sexy said, "Child, we know, I even know all about them pink meat." So be it said, somebody gouge my eyes out. No one needs to see this. Lady T said, "This will be the shortest contest we've ever seen in our lives." And Coco Cutie said, "I'm sick of Elon Musty. He looks like he's against Facebook and taking baths. All tea, all shade." Okay. All right. Well, we'll keep y'all posted when this little baby dick contest is going on, and we'll report on the results. Maybe we'll put a poll up on the FOXSOUL site. I don't know. Coming up next, R. Kelly is standing up for the common folk, and later find out why Safaree left his performance in pain. Oh, this was wild. Stay tuned. Welcome back to TGF. We have almost 5,000 people in the chat, so thank you so much. Keep those likes going. All right, y'all. R. Kelly recently spoke out about how he feels he's not being treated equally by the system because he's a celebrity. He said, "Everyone must have a fair process, and there should not be a celebrity version of the Constitution when it comes to going to trial." This is so rich from a celebrity that definitely got away with things for a very long time because he was a celebrity, but now you want equal treatment. Do y'all agree with what R. Kelly is saying? Now, he made it clear he's against receiving special treatment by the court system because of his celebrity status. I don't know about this. Al, what you think?
You know, I thought the clever thing here was he said to trial. Because you're right, Claudia. He's gotten away with the largest sex trafficking ring with underage girls for a celebrity for over 30 years. And not only did he get away with it, but he had the support of clergy, some of the most popular clergy that we have in the African-American community, political officials, judges, law enforcement, agents, record labels, parents, sisters, uncles, and other celebrities. So to hear him say this is almost cringeworthy because, hey, we've given you so many passes, R. Kelly, that for you to now say because you are going to trial and can't get out of it, it's almost been a complete 110% hypocrite.
Yeah, it's the audacity. Q, I know you got something to say about this. What you got to say?
It's the audacity for me, y'all. And I don't even have the energy to be politically correct in this moment. He's got to be a fucking retard. He's just got to be. I mean, R. Kelly, like, you are on video pissing on little girls. That the little girl didn't even have no hair on her coochie. All right. That alone is enough to have your ass up under the jail forever and a day. Plus what we seen on the documentary, plus the stuff with Aaliyah. Like, what stratosphere are you living in that you think you are innocent? I would be curious to know, R. Kelly people, do me a favor. The next time y'all go down there and talk to him through that plexiglass on that phone, ask him reasonably, what does he think his punishment should be for the crimes that he committed? I would be dying to know his answer.
That's a good question, Q. That's a good question.
I'd be dying to know.
Yeah, me too. What do you think, Claudia?
I think like a lot of celebrities, I mean, we've all been in these circles. We see people get away with all kinds of stuff. I know some big celebrities who definitely have people raped at their house that cover the shit up. And that would not happen if they was a regular 9-to-5er, okay? I know major quarterbacks in Pennsylvania that have a known rapist that rape girls in bathrooms at pubs, but their skin color and the police being in their back pocket definitely had their back. So don't miss me with you want special treatment when it's time for justice, but you was okay with that special treatment when your ass was getting away with it left and right, and people turned the other way because you had a Super Bowl coming up, you had a concert coming up, you got this award, you signed a picture for somebody. It happens every day. So no one feels bad for you, R. Kelly, because like Al said, you got away with this 30 years that we know of. And I bet you for every 5 victims, there's 100 more that we didn't get a hold of, okay? So I don't want to hear it. I see celebrities get away. I've got away with some shit. I'm nowhere near this level of celebrity. So I know your ass got away with a lot. And it's just sickening. So celebrities, enjoy the perks of your celebrity. And also, take your L when you get caught. We got some comments, Funky.
We do. So DP Johnson says the only thing that's unfair is that the parents are not being locked up with him, which I agree, those that co-conspire. And Lady T says the fact that he actually got away with this scot-free for all these years and still carried on the mess lets me know that he is legitimately sick in the mind. And then K Rocket said he needs to do time and head the prison choir or something. I absolutely agree. I think he need to be producing albums from prison. I think that a prison choir would be the rehabilitation that he and a lot of other gentlemen in their need. They could sell the CD, use the money to pay restitution to the victims, or they could use the money to give to the state so people don't have to be homeless. Because R. Kelly can write some hits. Quiet as it's kept. I wouldn't be mad if they let the celebrities come to the prison and record with them, just as long as the money went to the city. But yeah, he got away with it. R. Kelly, sit down and write a song somewhere.
Mixed Feeling says R. Kelly's on the spectrum, though, they say. And Simply Shamar says he was privileged for so long that now he's paying for his crimes and he's having a fit. 1,000%.
Yeah.
1,000%. Mm-hmm. Just like the white privilege thing, like when you start seeing equality or things getting worked out, you feel like something's being taken away from. No, this is what the normal folks that you victimized dealt with. Okay. Speaking of an unfair legal system, an Oklahoma judge dismissed, this is such a sickening story, dismissed the Tulsa race massacre reparations case, which was filed by the last 3 known survivors. Now, the city requested that the lawsuit be dismissed because being connected to a historical event doesn't give a person unlimited rights to seek compensation.
Go ahead. Let me take this real quick, Claudia, because this got me fired up. This is bullshit. And the fact that she's not released her written order, which would allow the attorney to appeal, is letting you know that she's trying to wait and see how long she can get away with this because of the elder 3 that are still living. So she hopes they's going to die. But let me share something with you, soulmates. We're not surprised by this decision because according to the Black Wall Street Times, Judge Carolyn Wall, when they investigate her Twitter page, she only follows 3 people, one of whom, let y'all guess,
Donald Trump.
Are twice impeached. That's right, Donald Trump. In addition, her Twitter page, several users noticed that Judge Wall's follow suggestions are pages from Confederate groups. Now, how the hell how did she get appointed to this? In addition, she is self-described as a constitutional conservative who promises to rule cases by justice through her Judeo-Christianity. Y'all got me messed up. This woman needs to be taken off this case. It needs to be appealed, and it needs to be tried by the Supreme Courts of Oklahoma. And it needs to be done sooner than later, because these three don't have a very long time to bring justice to this freaking case.
Her reason, right? Just because you were tied to a historical event. Y'all weren't keeping the same energy when you gave, was it the Chinese reparations? Chinese or Japanese? Was it the Japanese? We got a few groups.
It was one of the knees.
Well, one of the knees got reparations. Like several other groups in America have gotten big payouts here. And these people are directly connected to one of the largest massacres of Black people and Black wealth in America. Fuck out of here. Q, what you got to say about this?
You know, it's just unfortunate, right? Because whether you believed in it or not, I'm just looking at just the lesser of all the evils. It's three people. They're old. I mean, in comparison to what the city probably pays out on wrongful death suits or whatever the case may be, just the symbolic gesture of it all would have been nice. You know what I'm saying? It's only three of them. It's not like it was 4,500 people and it was going to cost the city, $90 billion. I actually would have even preferred if she would have just pacified the Negroes and been like, all right, I'll allow it, but we're only going to give you $1 million apiece. Just the symbolism of it all, I think, would quell some of the racial tensions that we have in this country. But it's unfortunate, and it just goes to show, what this country is truly made of and how America will probably never make amends for the atrocities that have been committed against African-American people.
I'm wondering if they went wrong by going the reparations route and should have just sued them for damages that they did to their family and their lineage and their, the money that they would have lost, like the property that wasn't passed down, the wealth. Maybe that was the issue. Maybe they can refile this and not sue them for reparations, but sue them for damages that were done to the family. If they're the direct lineage of those, maybe, I don't know. African Mellon said, weren't the 9/11 survivors who got sick able to sue? And Kay will say, but we got money to send. We got money to send to Ukraine, our tax dollars, but can't wrong the right of American citizens. No, because they always think that we've survived so much with all the bullshit they throw at us. Oh, they'll be all right. They'll be fine. They'll be all right. But yeah. All right, y'all. John Singleton's ex, Vestria Barlow, has allegedly sued Singleton's mother for $15 million over alleged fraud. Now, Barlow is claiming that she helped out on Singleton's hit series Snowfall and several of his other films and feels she is owed a cut of the residuals. John Singleton passed away in 2019 due to a stroke. Does something seem fishy about this, or is that believable that, someone that you're dating would be a part of your creative process? Al, what do you think about this?
Well, I don't know if you know her, Claudia, but I'm familiar with her. She's pretty well known in the creative space out here in Los Angeles. We know that we've seen them together for a long time. They have 2 kids together. So it's not far-fetched that she had pillow talk or that she helped in some form or fashion. At minimum, in my mind, she should get her back pay of her child support for her 2 kids now. That's $500,000. Minimum, she should get that. And should she get $15 million? I know I can't speak to that because I haven't seen the receipts, but if she helped in any creative way to help him or support him in those shows, she should get something. Definitely not nothing.
Okay. Q, what's your thoughts on this?
I'd be curious to know if John Singleton was alive right now and we were on Snowfall season 10, would she be asking for residual payments? This just goes to show, your business has to be in order. I'm sorry, Claudia. I don't give a damn if me and you were sitting on the airplane and we discussed, some invention and then I went off and invented the shit. You get nothing, bitch. You get nothing. It ain't on the paper. It got to be on the paper. He could have gave you a producer credit. He could have given you a writer credit. He could have given you a consultant credit. It ain't on the paper. So I don't think you get something because, oh, I was sitting down in bed saying I got this idea for this show and then you contributed. Oh, yeah, it'd be real cool if you said it in 1990s LA. and now you want to get paid. Nah, I'm not
Yeah,
feeling
but
it.
can Q just for the kid now, just for the kid, if there's royalties produced from any work that he's done and he hasn't paid his child support to the sum of $500,000, can we please give her her child
Oh,
support that
I'm
she
not.
was awarded by the courts?
I'm not combating her child support whatsoever.
Okay, cool.
She's due that. Give her
Okay.
all her child support plus penalties and interest. But to be now trying to get it just feels like
Royalties
a
off
money
of some of the
grab.
stuff.
Yeah, it just feels like a money
Okay.
grab. If you would do royalties, your name would have been on the split sheet.
You know, I get being naive and when you're with someone thinking, hey, we should do this and we should do that. And then you have your talks and then they go and do it. That should have been the time to say, hey, you need to put me on the paperwork. I've been in a situation with someone I was with. We talked about a show that was going to be focused on the children of successful hip hop artists, legendary. And then we broke up and then the show came out. I didn't try to take legal action because I didn't cover myself. I was on that, handshake trust thing. But when the relationship didn't work out, I got nothing. Lesson learned. So moving forward, you gotta do a one sheet or just something, or even something in writing, even an email.
Or
Sometimes some of the
text,
stuff can
yeah.
hold up. A text, yeah, can hold up in court. You can have, hey, you can see from this conversation here that he did say that we are partners in this. We are doing this together. What I do when I come up with show ideas is I register them with the Writers Guild. And then you can have it gets emailed and it logs a date, or you can mail a treatment to yourself. And when it's marked with postage, a lot of the stuff can hold up in court. Because trust me, I've been there, okay? I have been there. And, there's not a lot of new ideas out there. So if you have a little spin on something, you might want to protect it. All right. Let them tell it. They say we stole TGIF from other people, and, that ain't true. Look at Q.
Not me, girl. I don't steal. And
They try to say cocktails were stolen from her too. I'm like, that was on way before. Anyways, okay, go ahead, Q.
No, I just want to get to Annie O'Neill's comment. She said, "Pillow talk does not mean you are a producer of a show." I 100% agree.
Yeah, I want to correct that. I didn't mean that was all she did, because I don't want to minimize what she actually has done in the creative process with him. So I apologize for that. I meant just having discussions and helping him build out his ideas, which is what she claiming she has done. And we know she has done those things here in the creative space in Los Angeles. So,
ooh, they be a nosy, want to know who it was. Tish TV says, I can't wait for Claudia's tell-all book. Like, I'm taking a page from Funky Dineva's book. You're going to pay me for my pain and for my tea, because my tea is very true and I have receipts of all of it. Hollywood, Black Hollywood, be very afraid. Now, if I end up with a stroke or sick in the next couple months, it's because of this conversation right here. All right, y'all, coming up next.
ooh, that was some tea right there.
They're going to give
Talking about strokes.
I'm just saying, there's a lot of it happening in this business. All right, coming up next, find out why Safaree left his performance in pain. And later, we take a look at past trending headlines. And we're going to talk about how they've evolved. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Welcome back to TGIF. Now, you all know that our conversations during the break be extra late. Like, if you like TGIF, wait till we do an after doc or we come to your city and do a live show. Q, you don't have to say who you're talking about, but is there a baby is there a baby brewing in someone's womb?
There is a child. A word on the curb is, and look, I'll make the news I just reported, but they say one of the Real Housewives of Atlanta is pregnant and is planning to do the reveal at the reunion. Guess which one it is?
Oh,
I know.
can you?
Don't Q.
I'm not gonna rob nobody's. I'm not gonna steal nobody's moment. I ain't gonna go in on Kenya. But somebody is pregnant, so expect a baby announcement at the reunion.
Remember, you heard it here first on TGIF. In the comments, put who you think it is, and I'll give you a clue. I like her. Okay?
You like
And we can't say anything else. I like her. All right, y'all. Every year, we all pledge to save more and spend less, but how are you supposed to save when you're paying inflated prices for everyday essentials like gas and groceries? You can't just cut those purchases out of your budget, but now, thanks to my 2023 money back hack, you can get cash back from them with Upside. Now, Upside is an incredible app for anyone who buys gas, groceries, or dines out. With Upside, I get cash back on every purchase. It's my secret weapon for staying on track with my savings goals. Now, Upside offsets inflated gas prices by giving you cash back on purchases, and it's really effective. Funky, do you fill up at specific gas stations that use Upside?
Oh, most definitely. I fill up at the one. So the app gives you guys these real cool push notifications that tell you where you can get discounts, so on and so forth. And if you're anything like me, I might as well be a woman because I never have gas in my car and always on the verge of breaking down. And it just so happens every time I'm at that point, that Upside notification goes off and I'm like, oh, bam, I need gas anyway. And I turn right on into the gas station, use my little discounted whatever, and get my little gas, all thanks to Upside.
All right. Al, how easy is the app to use?
Listen, Upside, remember I was telling you guys, this is AAU season for track and field and for basketball. For anybody that has those kids that play that and you end up on the road on highways and byways and not knowing where to get gas and what's safe, Upside will help you choose a gas station that's near you that you can also get money back. Why not use it?
Fellas, what do you plan to do with all your cash back? Is it extra bar money?
Gucci dinners. Gucci and dinners.
Groceries.
All right. Now to get started, download the free Upside app. Use promo code TGIF. That's TEAGIF and get an extra 25 cents back for every gallon on your first tank of gas. Next, claim an offer for whatever you're buying on Upside. Then pay as usual with a credit or debit card. Follow the steps in the app and get paid. Now, in comparison to credit card rewards or loyalty programs, you can earn 3 times more cash back with Upside. Download the free Upside app and use promo code TGIF, that's TEAGIF, to get an extra 25 cents back for every gallon on your first tank of gas. That's an extra 25 cents back for every gallon on your first tank of gas using promo code TGIF. Go ahead and get that. It makes life easy and less expensive with all these raising prices. Promotional considerations furnished by Upside. Okay, now, y'all go in the comments.
I'm laughing, Claudia. I didn't mean to cut you off. Production just let us know that People Magazine already announced that Sonya is pregnant, and I'm right here thinking I'm holding on to the doggone tea. I didn't want to spoil her moment. Like I've known for a while now, but I was like, you know, to ruin somebody's moment is not cool. I was told that she was going to make the announcement at the reunion and do the whole reveal. And I was like, Q, ruin her moment, not ruin her moment. I was like, I don't know her, I've never met her, but I was like, I'm not going to ruin her moment. So I sat on it just for that heifer to sell her story to People Magazine. I should have told it 2 weeks ago when I found out. Hey.
Well, people, everyone didn't know because people in the comments, they were saying it was Drew or Sonya. Someone, Betha said, who said Peter, aka Patricia, had a peach in the oven? Oh, y'all are so shady. People are saying that, you know, they thought it was other people too. Someone said Drew Sidora. A lot of people said Drew. Mm-hmm. So it, you know, all right. Y'all being shady in the comments. I'm not gonna read no more. All right, let's get back to the topics. It looks like Safaree's dancers went a little too hard on him during a recent performance. Now, Safaree tweeted a clip of the ladies dancing on him on stage and wrote, wow, I'm in pain now. They were doing that Jamaican dance where they jump on, they straddle, they hit the crotch and the dang-a-lang, and that does not look fun to me. Y'all think Erica Mena hired these dancers to like, yo, fuck them up, girls? What y'all think, Q?
That is too funny. Probably did, but let me tell you something. I am scared of Jamaican coochie, okay? Because that Jamaican coochie is made for tough. The way y'all be bouncing and humping and hunching, I don't know what type of gorilla sex Jamaican women be having. And have you ever seen a Spice performance? And I love Spice. I think the way Spice lift her leg up and bend over and turn around and rap all at the same time, them Jamaican women definitely got some type of magic in their Tootsie Cat, but I don't want to know nothing about it, baby. Not a damn thing, nothing.
All right, Al, would you like dancers? I know you are like the wild and free one with the sex, you know. Would you like women to just be like that aggressive on you and just bust it up?
As long as you don't bang my balls, because they look like they were banging their balls. You can do whatever you want on the stick, but just don't bang my balls. But is it me, or does Safaree and Meek Mills remind you of each other when it comes to the internet? Because it seems like they both be playing on it. Sometimes they don't be making any sense to me, and in fact, sometimes it's borderline corny. I don't know. But what do I know? Because they both make tons of money. They get all the women, and they stay on Talk Topics on TGIF. So they must be doing something right.
Attention span of a cookie said Safaree showed out too. And Ebony X said that's Spice's show. All right. Well, we will keep you locked and informed if Safaree or Meat Mills puts any more amazing comments back. Mr. D-Boy said, we already know. Wait, what?
We already seen the meat.
The meat ain't hanging like he tried to make it seem. What?
What kind of dicks y'all be wanting, though? Like, what kind of dicks do y'all be wanting? Like, do y'all want 11 inches? Do y'all want to have to use a tampon in your booty? I'm just saying, relax.
Oh.
That's some tea I got from, anyways, not from them, but there's some actors in Hollywood.
It's a tampon in the booty, Claudia.
I remember this dude, he had a whole box of them and they one for a girl. Anyways, you know what? That's neither here nor there. All right, keep it locked because coming up next, we have an update about Jamie Foxx and later find out who could potentially be catering at your wedding. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the show. All right, y'all. It looks like Jamie Foxx is alive and well. He was recently spotted by TMZ on a boat on the Chicago River. The actor was also spotted at a Topgolf. What do y'all think about this? Of course, the internet sleuths are at, works, and it's a different hairline. It's not him. We need a video of him coming out and telling us. I don't know. People don't want to believe this, but Al, what do you think about this?
I mean, I thought the same thing at first. I believed in that whole conspiracy thing. But Jamie Foxx has made also a statement. He's working on the new project on a documentary. He's a producer on a documentary with Luther Vandross. He made a statement saying that he's glad to be working on that documentary because Luther Vandross is a GOAT. So it's quite clear he's back. Now, how does that make me feel? Not so good, because I feel like I deserve, being that I've been a fan of his for a long time, and I'm sure like all the other fans, that we deserve some type of verbiage from you or some type of statement. At least give us a statement. We understand that you're extremely private, but Jamie, we were all super worried. We were all super concerned. Millions and millions of people expressed their concern. You were all over the blogs, all over the television, not only domestically, but internationally. Fans poured out and into your situation. And I think the right thing to do is to give us some type of statement. It does not have to be, live or anything like that, but at least a written statement would kind of help us turn the page. Because right now I kind of feel like, what? This is what we're doing? I've been praying for you for hours, for days, for months. This happened in April. It's now July. And now we're going to pretend like nothing ever happened. For me, it just makes me feel extremely uncomfortable.
Crystal Thomas said, I'm upset he did us like Kelly Price. Q, what do you think?
And we still don't know where that bitch had went at. I'm still trying to find out. I think Kelly Price had the same place Tamika Scott money at, quiet as it's kept. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like it, and I think it's disrespectful, and here's why. At the end of the day, he don't owe us nothing. We just being nosy and every other thing y'all going to say in the comments, right? But if you know that everybody is on edge, everybody's thinking about you, why not do the sensible thing and put everybody's mind at ease? If you're well enough to be on the yacht, if you're well enough to be at Topgolf and play golf, then you're well enough to simply hold the phone to your face and say, hey guys, I'm back. That's all we need. That's all we need. And it will put everybody's, and the fact that you're not doing that, I don't know, I just think it says something about you, as if you're getting off on the suspense of it all. You're getting off on the fact that people want to know, and it's not a game, because it wasn't a game when you and your daughter or your family was on the internet begging us for our sympathies and our prayers, which we gave voluntarily, and it's the right thing to do. But I just don't think it's too much to ask for you to do a 2-second, I'm back.
I agree. And I'm someone that used to be very, very close to him and his family. I sent him a text on May 10th, telling him I was sending him love and prayers, and I miss you and I hope you're okay. And I didn't get anything. Not that I'm a priority or I need to be text back first. I don't. I know where I am on the food chain. You know what I mean? But it's been a few months, and it would be nice to be like, yo, sis, I'm good. You don't owe me, but I would feel like I would owe you. And I think because, I mean, just, I like to think about things. If you were just one of my friends that wasn't a celebrity, right? One of you guys that are known, okay? And I text you, you don't get to hide under the, I'm busy, I'm doing this video, I got this appearance. That's disrespectful to not hit me back, to like, let me know that you're okay if I'm really worried about you. And I think we all feel like that collectively. Like we all feel like our celebrities friends are like, or celebrities are, we have a piece of them because we support you. We buy your albums. We watch your movies. So we don't need your medical history. You don't owe us an explanation, but it would be nice to say something. I know personally, I would feel weird if my last few messages were like cryptic, or people said Claudia's in the hospital, she's fucked up, and then I never say anything, and then you see me in Aruba posing like, hey, I ain't got no worries. I would feel like that would be kind of a slap in the face to the people that actually give a fuck about me. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And I'm trying to be careful with the story because I do know him. And then it's like people, but listen, we got to start treating people like you don't get different treatment like the R. Kelly thing because you're famous. You owe us the same consideration. Let us know you're good, Jamie, for real. Because we do care. And it's not in a nosy way, and it's actually in a sincere way. Let's see. Tish B said he doesn't want to tell what happened, so he doesn't want to address the people or our questions. It's his prerogative, but boo.
But Monica Cobb did say it's extremely selfish. I'm sorry.
It is.
Jamie, hop on live for 1 minute. It will make this all go away. We love you, and we want you to be okay. Coming up, find out who could potentially provide catering service at your wedding. We'll be right back. Welcome back to TGIF. Why everybody think everybody clone? Like, you think the government gonna take their time to clone entertainers? Like, why do we need to clone entertainers? Like, I can see presidents. I don't know. Okay, we'll let that go for now. All right. As a wedding guest, how important is the food to y'all?
Pretty important. That's the biggest part of the wedding, the food.
They be charging too much for bland food. Well, McDonald's Indonesia announced that for about $230, brides and grooms can purchase the McDonald's wedding package that includes 100 chicken burgers and 100 chicken nuggets. What would y'all do if you got to a wedding, you done spent your little $200, $300, $400, $500 on a gift, and they were serving McDonald's? Q?
I mean, the whole wedding, the whole vibe of the wedding would have to fit McDonald's. So we'd have to be there in jeans, T-shirts, tennis shoes. It'd have to be at a fun park or something. Then it would make sense. But at a formal sit down, I'd be pissed.
No, we got to remember, though, in Indonesia, the average income is $9,000. So this matches. This makes, in fact, this is kind of on the higher end of serving your guests for Indonesians, because the average income is $9,782. So I find this to be quite clever. Everyone loves McDonald's, especially in that income group. So it works, no?
And the average income is not, we should go over there and ball.
I know.
we could be governor probably.
Imagine.
Sorry, that sounds very entitled and American. All right, Larry Nassar, the sports doctor who was convicted of sexually abusing female gymnasts, was reportedly stabbed multiple times during an altercation with another inmate in the Florida prison where he is serving his time. Finally, some good Florida news. He was allegedly stabbed twice in the neck and twice in the back and 6 times in the chest and suffered a collapsed lung. What do you think about this, guys?
Now, we're never a proponent of violence here, unless you're cute.
Wait.
Oh, yeah.
Or
but listen, guys, think about this. Let's just examine what he used to do. What he used to do, even for the underage girls, was he used to use his ungloved finger and insert it into their vaginas and tell them that he was doing it because he used to release pain that they were having in their back and in their neck. That's disgusting. I'm glad karma got his ass.
So he was stabbing them girls in the coochie and he got stabbed in the neck and chest for it. That sounds like karma to me. Q, what you think?
Hey, it's Florida. I mean, all is fair in prison, right?
Right.
Al, can you say vagina again?
'Cause he said virgin. Didn't he say virgina?
He had a
The
whole R in
vagina.
there.
I
The
said
R is silent
vagina.
now. The
He
R is
said
silent.
virgina.
Look, I'm trying not to say Tootsie Cat or whatever. It's vagina. What the hell is
It's
it?
a bonus hole, Al. It's a bonus hole.
Bonus hole.
The bonus
Speaking of
hole.
bonus holes, Larsa Pippen said she was embarrassed and traumatized after seeing the video of Michael Jordan say he does not approve of Larsa's relationship with his son Marcus. Larsa said it made her look like she was lying because she had previously claimed that both families approved of the relationship. What do y'all think about this with our last 60 seconds?
Bitch, you was damn lying. It mixed me with the white woman trigger words, traumatized. I was You don't think Juanita traumatized that she let your ass in her damn house when she had her baby and now you fucking her? I mean, come on. And it just goes to show Michael should be traumatized with the beef that him and Scotty used to have. You were friends of these people and you were with their son. It is awkward.com. It is wrong. And you deserve every ounce of smoke. And we're glad to see that your ass will not be over there for Thanksgiving dinner.
Al, 20 seconds.
No, I agree with you. Like, what, as a black family, what are we thinking? Like, she's 16 years older. She has 4 kids. She's a woman who's the ex-wife to a rival, and a woman who's thirsty, who only dates young black athletes, professional athletes at that. No, get out of my house.
All right. Okay, so Larsa Pippen in your vagina, have a seat. I want to thank Al Reynolds, Funky Dineva, for doing a great job. Thanks for watching us on YouTube. Stay tuned for Crockett's Corner. We'll see you tomorrow.